Welcome to the Wine Cage. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Amanda.
And on this sunny pre-Christmas afternoon, we are enjoying Kalleske Clarry's GSM 2022 from the Barossa. Would you like to just read from the bottom part of the label there?
Clarry's is an approachable, fruit-driven and opulent GSM. Grenache, Shiraz and Mataro work in harmony to capture the splendid fruit of Clarry's vineyards.
So Clarry's is apparently the name of the grandfather at the winery. The winery's been owned by this family since 1853. I feel like GSM from the Barossa is a fairly safe bet. Like, it's one of those wines you can pick up and think, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty good. And this one's no different. It's in a kind of funky, unique bottle shape, and it's got a kind of classic looking label. I like that it describes it as approachable, because that's made me realize that eventually we are going to drink a wine that's an asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that. But for now, this one is approachable and will be nice to you if you try to drink it. Now, we usually talk about the label and graphic design a bit, because Amanda's a graphic designer, I'm an illustrator, and while we drink the wine, we like to look at the label. So what do you make of Clarry's label?
I think overall it's pretty good. It's conservative. It's very classic. Those are not bad things, especially when it comes to the world of wine. It's printed on very nice paper, very slightly rounded corners, which I appreciate.
Just to get American Psycho on you there. Oh, yeah.
These are the things that matter to me.
What do you call it when it's indented like that?
Oh, that's a deboss. A deboss with a spot gloss on the logo there. It's got a very cute, sort of quaint illustration. Would you agree? That's sort of veering into quaint territory, but in a nice way. It's tasteful.
Yeah, and it looks kind of good from a distance. You're not sure what it is unless you really jam your nose up against the bottle.
Yeah, I appreciate the restrained use of spot colour. It's not too full on. It's not too boring either. My only slight complaint from the perspective of a graphic designer is that I think the balance is a little bit off. Very minor complaint, so make of that what you will.
All right. Well, we appreciate the professional opinion. So that's Kalleske Clarry's GSM, and now let's give it a taste. So colour-wise, it still looks like red wine.
It's definitely a red wine.
But it's got that nice, deep magenta sort of colour.
It's plummy.
Plummy. That's a better way to describe it. But it looks heavy and thick, as you'd want it to. Nose, for me, is fumey, dusty. Everything's dusty to me, but that's a good thing.
Dust is good in the world of wine, not so much in the world of cleaning.
No, but it's got no sharpness or like tarty, fruity sort of notes in the smell. What do you think?
It doesn't have that cheap smell, that's for sure. It's approachable, one might say.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot. My first thought is it's spicy.
Spicy, yeah. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, but in a nice way.
Yeah, it's got that spiciness and that, frankly, alcohol bite. It's our neighbour firing up his new motorbike. Thanks for that. Beyond it having that spicy, plummy, and sort of gritty Shirazi taste, it doesn't have a lot else going on. It's not one of those wines that sort of evolves in taste on your tongue as it sits in your mouth. It's just like a solid, heavy Barossa GSM.
Yeah, I think I would agree with their description of it being approachable. It's not gonna wow you with anything kind of hidden or deep in there, but you don't always need that. Sometimes you just need a solid drinker.
It's what you expect, I suppose. So it doesn't disappoint. It's very good. When we were eating last night, it was lovely with food. So, yeah, I think I would give this one out of 10. Once again, we're sitting in that same boring range. It's like that 7.5 range. Not that that's boring, but I think that the last few we've done have been sitting at that mark. What do you think?
I would agree. I would give it a 7.
I think I'm going to sit this at a 7, but I would call it a reliable 7 in the sense that it's the kind of wine that you're going to enjoy every single time you have it. Reliable, consistent, and if you're in the mood for this kind of drop, it's not going to disappoint.
Agreed.
All right, so it's a 7. That's the Kalleske Clarry's GSM 2022 from the Barossa Valley, and we'll put pricing up in the supers. And this was purchased in December from Dan Murphy's. So that's it for another Wine Cage. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was useful, and I hope you pick up that drop and give it a shot yourself. And we will see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.